Hey, what's up? My name is Dan McDonald, but you can call me Ronald. And today we're going to be making a blood transfusion. Now, this would be good for anybody who was involved with anything that didn't go well, okay? And now you're trying to regenerate your blood. Wink, wink. Can you dig it? So I was out at my coconut patch, got some cocos, bangers, bing, bing, bang, bang, bomb, bomb. Can you dig it, baby? These are so good. They are like candy, nectar, champagne, fizz boppers. And now also I've got some grass, dude. I went and picked some grass. I put it in a cup with a little bit of water so it doesn't dry out on the way home. And now I'm going to juice it. And after that, I'm going to make a lemon ginger blast, but I'm going to make a couple separate videos. So we're just going to do a short little blood transfusion so I can get my energy up to the next level and get a higher vibration, although I'm vibrating pretty high right now. Can you dig it? And then I'm going to put this into some, so it's, you just go out and you got to get the wild grass. You got to know which ones are good. You taste it. You pull them out just one at a time. Beep. You remember when you was a kid? You just pull those right out of there and eat them. Well, now you can do that with the wild grass. You can also get wheatgrass, but that's a blood transfusion. A lot of crap going on with the blood. That's why I like the wheatgrass or the wild grasses or the herbs. I've got all kinds of herbs. We got the arugula here. We got the fennel here. And I've got the cilantro. But any of those herbs, the kale, you juice those or you eat them. But juicing them turns it into more like a tonic. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't take a lot of this wild grass, but these are the minerals and the DNA activation. But what happens is you take the coconut acting as the plasma, you take the grass acting as the hemoglobin, and you combine that together. And it's a perfect blood transfusion. Look at this. Oh, these are just snappers. Love it. Okay, so we're going to pop the top. Can you dig it, baby? And what I like to do, just to make sure this meat is primo as well, I get the strainer here just to be super proper. Take the strainer so that you don't get any little chunks in there. And then bam, you try not to spill it all over the place, but you just might. And then you go right to the top, over the top, making a mess. But that's why I put this towel on here to be able to do that. Oh yeah, popping, dude, fresh. It's like store-bought coconut flavor. That's how coconutty it is. Love it. Let's run that through there. Cool, there we go. Now we're getting it. That's going to be just popping. Clean, fresh, high vibration. Freshly picked grass. I'm also going to grow some wheatgrass. I got some soil. I'm going to get some wheat berries, and I'm going to try to grow some wheatgrass out here. Hopefully the birds and the chickens will leave it alone, but it's like almost all the way fenced in, and I never see any chickens over here on this side. The fence is all the way around and just a little opening. So the chickens, they kind of get everywhere, you know? And the birds also, they fly over, they see your wheatgrass, and then you're all tore up. So hopefully, you know, I'll grow the wheatgrass, and then the birds will not destroy it, but we will see what will happen. I'm going to try to hide the wheatgrass over here so that it can get the rain, but so that the birds can't see it from all the different places. Anyhow, we'll see how that goes. Now we got the... Let me see what's up, baby girl. What's up? Oh yeah, baby. Don't mess with Texas. Look at that anti-gravitational. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to get one of my lids. I started promoting these lids and then the ball jar company got a hold of me. I get so many offers every day, but I don't want to get too mixed up. I got a couple of great affiliates with stuff that I really love and use every day. Now I do use these lids every day, so I was like, what's your affiliate thing? I'm not going to sell that many lids. It's not going to make a huge difference. I should have one with the Green Star because I really do think it's the best. I don't know how many juicers could actually do that. Now, it's nice when it's cold. That was fresh. It's kind of warm, but whatever. So let's knock one back. This one is for the good of all. Wow, that went straight to the dome for sure. Can you dig it? So cool, that was a blood transfusion. And can't go wrong with that. Coconut water and any herb, really. Or just any herbs, juiced, fruits, juiced, whole fruits, whole vegetables. Living foods, soaked and sprouted nuts and seeds. Making sure you're sourcing good food. It's getting harder and harder, I know. It's getting crazier and crazier out there, folks. But do the best you can. And the main thing is just accepting yourself and doing the best you can with what you got, and try not to compare yourself, because believe me, all these people online are perfect, and then you go home and you're like a fat slob, right? And you're like, oh, I'm not good enough. But they ain't even that perfect either. It's just that the internet makes everyone so perfect with the perfect lighting and the perfect lifestyle and the perfect this and the perfect that, and it just makes you feel like crap. And then they were yelling at Zuckerberg and all the other CEOs, being like, yo, you guys know your stuff is causing damage to these children's brains and their self-esteem and stuff. And they're like, well, we don't agree with you. And they've known for, a couple of decades, about the detrimental effects. So we got to get real smart about these devices with our kids. We got to make sure, we're using our brains, reading and going for walks and putting the phone down and having conversations with real humans again, writing or crossword puzzles or board games, or just how we used to live. We used to use our brains, So anyhow, I'm not trying to preach or anything like that. I'm just talking to myself, basically. The phone, it's like, okay, you're addicted, bro. And that's the beginning of the end of the phone addiction. And no addictions for me. They're not allowed. Like, okay, this guy's a junkie. It's like, I've seen it. I don't like to be addicted. I don't like anything to control me. I like to be free. So that's where you get into that spiritual freedom. And that's what meditation is about, or whatever your spiritual practice is. It leads you to the awareness of the absolute. So then you can just be at peace and centered, and you can observe the play of the dichotomies or the dualities in your life, and you can just accept the extremes on both ends and just stay in the center. And then you can move your fulcrum, more and more towards peace, or the teeter-totter. You just because if you freak out, if it's like, oh my god, it's this one, it gets worse, right? But you're like, okay, cool, today's a bad day, something's kind of crappy happened, but I'll adjust and maybe something good will come out of it. And what you find is that it's the poop that grows the flowers. It's the cow poop that grows the new grass and the flowers. You know what I'm saying? So it's all the crap that actually ends up being what you grow your life from. And it doesn't mean it's going to be pleasant, but the more you accept it and embrace it and meet it in the middle, those things that we tend to resist, okay, let's just face this. It is what it is. Now let's look at this. Let's be with this. Let's not freak out and make it worse. And then you finally start to realize that it is the poop that grows the flowers. And you're like, oh, today sucks. That just means that tomorrow's going to be awesome because I'm going to learn something from this. You see what I mean? So you really can't lose, because it's going to, if you're even halfway intelligent, everything that happens is going to guide you back to the center. And, that's really what this life is trying to do. Life is trying to find itself and its wholeness through you. So just be that. Can you dig it? And don't forget, kids, eat your damn vegetables. Ugh! I love you guys. Peace. Let's go for 10 minutes. Let's go to 10, 3, 2, 3. Peace. Thumbs up.